Well, welcome everyone. This is Vinnie Favorito.
Hi, Chandra. How are you, sweetie?
I'm good.
Well, we're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But this time, we did it last week, and it was great. And actually, 10,000 people came on. I couldn't believe it. I'm so new to this technology.
I think there were more, because I think people were looking over people's shoulders.
Yeah, there you go.
Know.
But this time, we did that from the offices, and this time, we're in my new showroom. Mm-hmm. And we'll show pictures of it and stuff, but I'm so excited. I mean, this is like, I don't know, I'm like a little kid. You know, I'm the street guy, and I'm like this little kid right now. And of course, and salute to Tom Brady, who can't play the first 4 games, so I'm with you, Tom. I'm right here if you need me.
Gate.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. That's so horrible. I really? And we're going to, you know what we're going to do? So people have time to get their coffee and whatever, their croissant, whatever. We're going to take comments and questions.
Or take a break at work if you're joining us from work.
Exactly. Which you're going to read, and I'll just answer the questions and comments.
You can tell me whatever you want him to do. If you want him to make a bad comment about someone you know,
that's it.
You can screenshot it. You know.
But I need your support, even though I'm in this town since '03 doing a one-man show. And I've been up here, and I've been down here, and now I'm here, and this is my new home. And what a time for Miss America is going on here at the Westgate.
Mrs. America.
Mrs. America. Oh, they're married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Mrs.
the hot
America.
wives.
Wow, that's I look stuff like that up on the internet. And I just saw Miss Arkansas and the thing, and the children of the corn. They always look good. So just Westgate is so happens that they've redone the place. I mean, it's amazing. I hadn't been here in so long, but the history that's in this building, Elvis, I mean, forget about it. And this is where they used to do all the Star Wars crap, too.
Yeah, Star Wars The Experience was here.
So Josh is here with us. Hi, Josh, the best, video guy, and you're I have a team. That's why she's going to read the questions. I'm not even allowed to do things anymore. But you do all the press.
I keep him in check.
That's right. So all the press stuff that's going to come in, and you handle that, and I'm just excited. But this show is going to be like no other show I ever did. I already have the title of most politically incorrect show. Even Dice Clay goes, shush. But it's just going to go to that next level, and with all that's going on in this world, and people are bitching and crying racism, and there's bad cops, and there's all this crime, terrorism, and all this, you need to come to a show like mine, and where anything goes, and I get the mix of people that come into my show. And if you've been to my show, you've been to my show more than once, you know this. My Mexicans and my blacks and my Al Qaeda people, they come before they go to work, and just all walks of life. The elderly, it's just amazing the demographic that we have, and this room, you don't see it now, but there's a lower section. These are like the super VIP seats. When you get these seats, it's the most expensive seat, but you get a choice with this seat, because what was happening was I was the only show in town where they tipped to sit in the back, So
well, they think that works.
Right. So I came up with this idea. Okay, you could sit in the front and you buy the special ticket, but you get a choice. And I ask you, do you want to be shit on or left alone, basically? And if you tell me leave me alone, I gotta leave you alone. But if you say, no, we're in it, let's go, then it's up to me. And every night's a new show. We literally write a new show together. People say, you have great material. I've seen you for years. And I go, yeah, but my material can never be as funny as what's sitting in this audience. And people open up to me like I'm a priest in a confessional, but there's no wall. There's no, secrecy. And you wouldn't believe the things that people will come forth with, and I'm like,
well, humor really calms everybody down, brings people together.
That's it. People have to laugh. And this is the place to do it. Great shows all over Las Vegas, and, there's comedy, and there's ventriloquism, and there's singing, and there's cirque shows, and this and that. But why I love this Westgate is, my God, you get Cameo, who goes on at 7 o'clock, right? My show's at 9 o'clock. Then you have Sexy at 11 o'clock. Then you have Prince over in the other room, which that show's unbelievable. Cameo and Prince. So I don't think I'm going to be light on black audiences. I think I'll have a lot of walking around, and and that's my forte, is the minorities. You know what I mean? Yeah, I never mentioned how exciting you are in an interview. Anyhow,
I was trying to get into this so I could read your comments, which took me a second.
Of the camera, I know.
As tech savvy as I am.
But we are.
Someone said that they like your jersey.
Yes.
Nice jersey, Rhode Island all the way.
Rhode Island, different state, but thank you.
A champion wearing a champion's shirt.
Oh, get me some lotion.
And somebody did give me a call out and said, yes, keep them in check.
Keep them in check. That's it.
So they know you well.
They do. They do. But you know what? They know me well, but I have the best fans. You know what? I truly do. Best fans in the world are my fans. I've put people on to do a guest spot, and my fans will treat them like gold. In any adversity, my fans step up and they say, you know what, you're the best, we love you, boom, boom, and they really support me, you know.
When you've been doing this so long, I did the math,
Yeah.
because you were telling me last year you probably did 350 shows.
Yeah.
So you've been performing about 12 years, you said since 2003?
Here in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
As a
about
one-man show.
4,500 shows.
Yeah. It's
if
the
you're
best.
if you're truly a fan, you know every show is different.
Yeah.
So to come and experience it more and more every time you're here, you get
It's
something
crazy,
different.
man.
Now you have an all new theater.
Oh, and this is the best setup I've ever had. I mean, the layout, and it's almost, it goes up tier to tier, and we have a balcony for the snipers. And if you're a sniper heckler, you want to be up there. Because I'm like, who was that? Who's that?
We mean paparazzi.
Who's that next to Lincoln? Look at Josh Lincoln. He was a president. He got shot in the booth in the Belgium.
Yeah, big hat.
Yeah, big hat. There you go. But it's now there are some things. See, my show has evolved from ad libs. Okay, so there are some things that you'll hear in the show that you were at before because it just was so funny, became part of the show. But that just gets me in the door to the people. But once I'm talking to the people, everything's different because I don't know what they're gonna say. I have no idea what they're gonna say or what they're gonna do or how they're gonna react. And that's the beauty part of the show. It's like every night, it's just like, knock, anybody in there? You know what I mean? It's like cops getting ready to break down the door, but they don't know what's behind the door. Are they safe or is it dangerous? We don't know.
So do you ever have anybody after the show come up to you and say, you really offended me?
Fuck them. But no.
I didn't think so because honestly,
Actually, you know what?
It brings things to light that probably, once it's a little bit out there, it's
I know.
Yeah, everybody's laughing, it's okay.
Thing is, though, 90% of the people come see me have either seen me before, heard about my show, been warned about my show, or was recommended, come see the show. Am I everybody's cup of tea? Absolutely not. I just like Carrot Top. He's brilliant, but not everybody's cup of tea. I may not be. So in the first 5 minutes, if there's somebody that's antsy, never seen the show or heard about it, and want to get up, I understand. But if they give me that 6th minute, I'll own them. They'll be like, oh, okay. Because in the beginning you think, is this just a racist show against this, or is this a sexist show, or is this a... No, it's everything, including myself. And if I can get on myself, I can get on anybody.
Right.
And I just put that on Facebook. This is a show where you got to leave that attitude at the door. And there isn't one person, I don't care if you're a churchgoer or anything else, that at one point in their life hasn't just snapped and said something out of character. Well, in this show, nothing's out of character, And you would think it's a show that would have security in it and this and that. Never. My fans are like my own police. They're like a cult. And they love it. And they'll bring other people because they want me to get on them,
right.
to cap on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
well, everyone laughs when your friends are getting messed with.
Of course.
Because it's the stuff you wouldn't say, but you want to say.
Right.
But you have to go home with them.
Exactly. But I'll have like a husband who wants to go see the show, and he'll bring the wife, and right from the get-go, the wife's just sitting there the whole time, and she's poison. And I try to stay away from that, but that's not me. So I talk to her, hey, are you not having fun? He made me come. You know what I mean? And then, that can open up a can of worms. But once you're in the room, you're mine. I don't care. And I don't care if you're missing a limb, if you're in a wheelchair, if you're on oxygen, if you're built like a brick shit. I don't care. Everybody in this room. That's the problem, I think, with a lot of shows, especially an interactive show like mine. If there was a handicapped person or something like that, it's like they put them in the corner, leave them alone. No. I go right at them. And they thank me for it after the show because they want to be part of the show too. That's the problem with America. We shun things away, put things off to the side. Well, that's not what this show is. This show's different from all others. You're going to cameo. I mean, I'm a big fan of cameos since, I mean, it's just, I can't even believe
They've been around since the 70s.
yeah,
so.
I can't believe I'm sharing the same venue
Yeah.
with them. But I'm a huge fan, but that's a show you sit there and you get into and you enjoy. Prince, you get into and you enjoy. And Sexy, same thing. But I'm the kind of show, you're part of it, man. You can say anything you want to me. You know, you can yell it out. As long as you're not drunk, you're part of the show. You know what I mean? The drunks are the ones I kind of leave to themselves. Because
well, and you're the only comic that's been performing on the Strip. This Las Vegas is your main stage.
Yep.
There's other comics that come in, they might play 1 or 2 nights,
Right.
and they're maybe here once or twice a year.
Right.
You've been around, you've done, you know, all kinds of celebrity roasts, different things throughout your career,
Right.
way before coming to Vegas.
Right.
And you're here.
Right,
Everybody
and
can catch you. If they're going to watch you and they want to see you, they come to Vegas.
Exactly, and I've outlasted so many shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that says I didn't come here as a nationally known guy. I used to, back in '92 is when I started coming to Vegas, and I would do the Tropicana, the Comedy Stop, and the show was me, Drew Carey, Ray Romano. We were the same, all on the same show, and then it was this one. Now, of course, Drew and Ray got their big things. I had a pilot, didn't get picked up. So my second dream was to have my own show in Vegas, and when they offered it to me, I was ecstatic. And I was here a long time and had a great run with Caesars, but now we've moved on, and Hooters was another step to get here, and Hooters was great. But now I'm gonna stay. I mean, I've never had a team. This is what's incredible.
Well, we
but,
love you.
I love you guys too, but we know each other
Yeah,
for years
yeah.
because you used to be part of a PR company I
Yeah,
was with when I
yeah.
started,
Yeah.
and he wasn't
Everything
born
here
yet.
goes full circle.
Yeah.
It's a small town, you know, you work with people before, you find them again. And
That's it. But
you know.
Darren Feinstein is like just stepped into my life, and what a guy. We all work for him, and I just love him. And he's given me something I've never had in Vegas. This is my best deal in Vegas. And Carlos, you know, they're partners in the business of Red Mercury, and they're so professional. You're all so professional. And I used to have one guy with an assistant, and you know, hey, we put out a Twitter on you today. Oh, that was big. But now, I can't believe the things that happen. Billboards all over the city.
Well, and you have a brand.
I
you know?
slept under a billboard the other night. I was like, well, this is awesome.
It's like a drive-in movie of
That's it.
yourself,
That's it.
starring yourself.
But the young comics around town and the entertainers around town, everybody's so awesome because, like you say, but there are cliques, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one clique or one faction over it. It's almost like street gangs that can't fight, you know what I'm saying? I'm not part of the clique. I'm just a guy who does a show. And if you're another entertainer and you like me or you don't like me, that's up to you. I'm not the big fancy party guy. I'm not trying to impress people by saying, hey, come on over and we'll have all this stuff and this stuff. I'm a show. That's
Yeah.
it. But I am one entertainer who walks the lobbies and everything and rub elbows with
Yeah.
the people.
Well,
The
you
end of
rub
my
elbows
show.
with all your fans.
That's it.
Like,
That's
you know,
it.
you always do your meet and greets after.
That's
You
it.
chat with everybody. You engage with everybody on Facebook.
Right. I'm nothing without these people. That's the thing. I'm nothing without you. You see? It's like, I used to say at my show back when I worked for Caesars, to the porters, they're like, you're so nice to us. I go, because you're just as important as I am. If you're not doing your job, or the Cedar's not doing his job, or the light guy's not doing his job, or I'm not doing my job, any one of those things you take out, it's like a fire. It doesn't happen. So we all got to work together, and everyone's just as important. Of course, I'm the top dog, but everyone is important. But the fans, man, I'll stay with them last minute, and they can't believe, like, I'll answer their private message, or I'll give someone a phone number saying, you come to my show like 20 times. Your next show's on me. They can't even believe I do that.
Yeah.
You know? But it doesn't end here. I get hired for private parties. People don't realize I can do a show squeaky clean. That's probably one of my funniest because I'm under so much stress. But
Your tongue is in a
right.
knot.
You can hire me through Red Mercury just to go right out to where you live. Fly me out. I'll do
And
a
his
private
specialty is, of course, roasting. So,
show, which we're gonna do.
Yeah,
We're
and
gonna
he's
bring
a prankster.
back. We're
He's
gonna
a
bring
complete
back the
prank-
real roasts here at the Westgate. It's not gonna be like a dais where someone's up there and down there and down there and down. We're gonna set up the real thing.
So
like
who
it's
would you?
Dean Martin.
Who's your dream person to roast? Like, who are you dying to like?
I would love to get Arnold. Arnold's a friend of mine, Schwarzenegger. I would love to
Yeah.
get him roasted. He was at a roast where I got him real good with Stan Winston, but I would love to get him. I'd love to get Britney Spears. I think would be great. Jennifer Lopez, Steve Tyler. He'd be a cool one,
Yeah.
I think. But just a real strong celebrity, because once we get one and show what kind of roast it's really going to be, because the important thing is not only their friends and stuff, but you want some real professionals up here, like Dean Martin used to do it. I mean, that's what you want. You want that old school Vegas. This room is right here is like an old school showroom. I mean, it's just beautiful. But the seating, is there a bad seat in this room?
No.
Not one bad seat.
And if you guys
in this
haven't
room.
seen a show in the Cabaret Theater here at Westgate, you really should, because the venue is so unique. It's got
Absolutely.
great seats.
Let's turn
no
the
matter where
camera
you
around
sit.
and take a
Let's show
look.
So you guys can see it.
Yeah, we're gonna show
we'll show
them.
you the showroom.
And also,
Of course, it's during the afternoon, so don't expect anyone to be sitting in these seats.
Right.
But soon it can
except
be you.
for my one fan, he got a ticket already for September 7th.
The super fan.
Yeah, and he's just waiting. He says, "Can I just stay till the show starts?" Also, Chandra, we got a special for the locals, right?
do.
We'll get to the hotel the hotel guest special, but for the locals, I think it's for the first
For the first 60 days.
60 days, they get $20
$20 off.
off any ticket.
Any ticket level.
Any ticket level, $20 off. It's not percent, it's $20 off.
right.
Which is already a great deal. So you locals.
So you don't
get-
have to do the math.
Exactly. Yeah, tax and fees, I don't know about. I'm just talking about the actual ticket.
So you can go on ticketbat.com
Or Ticketmaster.
or Ticketmaster.
Or any of the
or
brokers.
at the Westgate
or
box
the Westgate
office.
box office.
Or right here through Facebook. There's a book now link right at the top of the page.
There you go.
So it'll take you right
That's
there.
the team doing everything they're supposed to do.
Try to make it easy.
Yeah.
So no
it's
excuses.
great. And when we do the roast, I'm sure it'll be in the bigger room, But this is a 300-seater, and it's still so intimate. And
And it has great sound.
it's gangsta. It's very gangsta. My boys from Boston are gonna love this. Hey, put us over there in the group. Shit, put us over there. Put us over there. But
And their team will be up in the
the
balcony
team.
with the snipers.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
My team will
Watching
be
over
controlling all the snipers up
Yeah.
top. So you got that special, and then if you're a guest checking in, they give you in your packet. I believe you get another 25.
Yeah, if you want to book a stay at the Westgate, when you check in, they'll usually give you something in your key holder
Right.
for your hotel key.
Right.
And then they treat you really good here. They'll give you, lots of things to do around the property. There's lots of great restaurants. They're opening a new spa.
Yeah.
They're doing all kinds of stuff here. So
I can't wait to meet Mr. Siegel. Hopefully one day he'll come in, the actual owner of
Yeah.
this. And he's like me. He's been here, and he's been here, and now he's here. And,
Yeah.
and that's what we are. We're
That's
family.
everybody.
That's
That's
everybody.
everybody.
Exactly.
that's why people love your show, because
Yeah.
everybody's got something,
Yeah.
skeleton or
It's
something.
exactly. It's a street
And once
show.
you can laugh about
Blue
it,
collar.
it's gone.
Right. I mean, I have judges that come in packs once a year to come see me. And I have lawyers that come up to me and say, God, I'm so glad that you're not an attorney that I would have to face in the courtroom. You go, and it's really nice. I'm not a college educated guy, but I have a street smart to me. But people tell me afterwards, you're brilliant what you do on that stage. And that really makes me want to go look up the word brilliant. It really makes me feel good, because some people get it. Like, wow, you think you're messing with this race or this genre or whatever, but you're actually bringing everybody together and everyone's laughing.
You're making
together.
light of
Right,
a lot of things that are
exactly.
going on that don't need to be
Right.
so under the table. But,
Exactly.
hey, let's talk about it.
We got a
Move on.
country that we can't even decide. This presidency, it's ridiculous, and
Yeah.
I'm not a political guy. You need shows like this to come out, and it's a forum.
Yeah.
If I get to you and you got something to say, we're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the beauty
Well,
part.
and laugh about something. Comedy cures everything.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So Shannon Bentham just joined, and she said,
I love
"Break
Shannon
a leg,
Bentham.
Vinny. You're amazing."
Oh, she's so
Yeah.
awesome. I love her and John Bentham. Actually,
Yeah.
John and Shannon are the team behind me at Hooters, and they've been nothing but awesome to me, and they're gonna still be part of me when I come over here. They're wonderful people, and
They are.
they were the ones that, they were like, Vinny, you gotta go over there. You have to. You grew quicker than even you thought you were gonna do on your comeback, and you gotta go. How do you say no to this?
Yeah.
So they're awesome. I love them.
Well, and now you get to do a show the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
Really, truly, the name Unfiltered is what you're going to get.
That's it.
Vinny
is.
at his best.
That is. I don't
in
care.
your prime.
That's it.
You know?
If you're a cop, bring the suspect. You know what I mean? Don't let it happen in the street. Bring him to me. I'll do it for you. You know what I mean? Bring him.
Interrogation,
And then
yeah.
no, I'm talking to the suspect now. I'll get the cop for you.
So we also have Gary Smith, who says he's calling for front row right now. So that's good.
awesome. He's a Boston guy. He's actually, when I was a puppy starting out, used to do the shows around Boston. We had comedy on every corner, and they had this place out where it was called the Charlie Horse, and it was considered to the comics as what we call the hell gig. Well, I went there and turned it into a monster gig, and then everybody wanted to do it, and they were the best crowd. The place was packed beyond packed. People, he'll tell you, people would get there literally an hour and a half early just to have a table. That's what we turned it into, and it was great. And he's one of my best buddies back home. Always a good dude. Always cared about big Patriots fans.
Yeah. Well, it's almost football season.
Yes.
Or it is football season.
It is.
I should know more. I'm a girl. I have an excuse.
Starting. Bring those questions and comments.
So your looks like your daughter said, "Daddy, you're the best."
Oh, that's my little Gigi.
Yeah.
Oh, my Gigi.
I hope everyone knows what a great family man he is. He
it's
talks
true.
about his kids all the time. He's
I'm
got them on his
blessed.
phone.
I'm blessed. My daughter Gianna, she's 3. We call her Gio or Gigi, and she'll be 4 in December, and she's just a handful. And my son Nico, who's 7, he'll be 8 in October. But I want to thank my beautiful wife Nicola, and I'll tell you why. Obviously, I know she's on there, but it doesn't matter. Thick and thin, and we, just like anybody else, we've had our wars, our arguments, but I know thick and thin she loves me. She's been behind me, and she's there for me, and I love you for that. And we're back, and it's just great. And she hung in there with me, and just like my friends and family. I mean, everybody's great, and I'm not afraid to discuss it.
Yeah,
You know what? Block the kids' ears. Fuck these people who. Have a problem and won't deal with it. You know what I mean? We've all, like you said, we've all gone through things. And even Darren said that to me. He said, you came into my office, you had nothing. I already knew your story. And he goes, and you know what? Even myself, I've made mistakes.
But your talent has never gone away.
That's it. Never interfered with my talent. Never. But when you have the right people behind you that aren't spineless or aren't, taking more than they should take, when you have real honest people, that's a tough thing about. Well, I found it here. I really did. I found it here. Just like with John and Shannon. Trust them to the wall. But this is for my kids. I have 2 beautiful kids. I'm an older father. But I'm doing this all for them. And I hope I got another 10 years in me to go. And if I do, I'm going to stay with Red Mercury because I don't know how I could leave him. This guy right up front is like just taking care of me, And I mean personal life, and love him for it. But it's all about this show. I don't give a shit. Black, white, gay, straight, Mexican, old, not sure if gay or straight, whatever you are, come to the show. Don't hate me. Give me a few minutes to understand, hey, it's just a show. I don't do it like I just shit on you and then leave you. I shit on you, I pick you up, I dust you off, I leave you, and then I come back to you. You think it's over, but it's not over. This is the Vinnie Favorito Show, unfiltered, at the Westgate. I don't give a shit. And if you're an exec that walks in this room and you're in the back with your cell phones, I'll shit on you just like you are the customer. That's one thing. This is my courtroom. This is mine, okay? And my rules. You want to kill me or fire me after the show? That's up to you. But while it's going on, I'm in control of this show. And my crowd, if you're a loudmouth and you're disturbing somebody, I'll bury you and then I'll throw you out. But we don't throw people out. You got to pretty much stab me to get thrown out. But it's a fun show. It's electric. Those of you who've been to my show, you know this. And now you're going to know it's going to be even better. But those who haven't been to my show and getting on my Facebook or Twitter or any, which you got to put some of this stuff on Twitter. I don't even know how to do the Twitter thing.
We got you covered.
The team. You gotta come see the show. Spread the word for me. September 7th. It's a Wednesday night. Let's pack this room.
Yeah.
Let's pack it. Let's make the people go, what's going on in there? Let's get a line out the door. Get your tickets now. I don't know how many super VIP up front we have. I think there's like 20 of them, something like that.
We'll make more.
Get those seats. Then the VIP level. Get those seats. There's not a bad seat in the room, but if you really want to be in the thick of things, you want to get these seats now. Because that whole weekend,
And don't be
we're gonna
afraid of being someone that he talks about, because everybody seems to enjoy it.
I have people that
that's
come
why
to
I
my
asked,
show
if
say,
people
I've
really
been to your
feel
show
offended.
20 times. You've never shit on me. And I go, you keep buying tickets. That's why I won't do it.
Yeah.
No, I'll get you eventually. But some people want to be capped on,
Yeah.
and I miss them,
Yeah.
But some...
We almost need a sign-up list at the beginning, like
Exactly.
at a restaurant when you check in with the hostess. It's
Yeah.
that person's birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Click
but see,
on
I
that.
don't... That's the thing. I don't pre-set up anything.
Yeah.
Like I'll have people come to me. One thing I will do, if a waitress is treated badly or a doorman, they'll come up to me and say, that person over there was a real asshole to me. And I'll go, all right, I got it. I'll do it.
Take care of
I've
it.
had people in my lines where my staff will hear them and say, yeah, someone out there said, I'm going to mess with this guy and this, that. And then I'll do the show, not a peep. And I go, who's going to mess with me? And they go, wrong show. It's true. true because they don't realize, you know, they think it's just like I'm a guy messing around. No, I'm in your lap. I am in your lap. I mean, this show, there's just no escaping it. I'm in your lap. You think because you're sitting over there and I'm over there, I'm not getting to you. I jump like it, and people go, how can you get over here so fast? That's what the show is. You know, you go to work. I don't care if you have an exciting job or a humdrum job, you know, whatever you call it. Everybody has aggravation. Everybody has family problems. Everybody has illnesses in their family. This is a show you could come in, and I guarantee you, for that hour, you're going to forget it all. You know what I mean? I come from a place in Boston where to this day, the best talent in the world, comedy, was Boston. Now, I didn't know Stephen Wright. He came out of Boston. I didn't know him. Jay Leno. I didn't know him. I wasn't even in comedy then. But you got guys back home, and I'll mention them, that really paved the way for so many working comics out of Boston. And guys that moved to Boston because there was so much work there. Yeah. Like Frank Santarelli, he moved to Boston because this guy, Billy Martin, he moved to
because
Pittsburgh.
the clubs get known, and that's where people want to go to make.
But we had comedy. If there was a Chinese restaurant, they had a painter's lamp and a doorway and a microphone, they'd do a show. I mean, that's how Nick's Comedy Stop, the people who actually sent me out to Las Vegas, Jackie Gateman and Sonny Page, they had the best comedy club ever, Nick's Comedy Stop. We were doing 6 shows a night, and there were lines out downtown Theater District, Boston, around the building. Comedy was so hot. But you got pioneers